Should be live, Doug.
Okay. That was a short intro. Welcome, coin and currency enthusiasts, to Coin Ops Podcast number 109, April the 9th, 2026. Doug Wagner here. If you enjoy this podcast and would like to be notified of future podcasts from us, please click the thumb up and subscribe buttons below. Clicking those buttons helps us going forward. I would like to start this live stream by sharing with you a list of coin shows coming up this weekend. Okay. April the 11th, Brandon Coin Club Spring Show, Brandon, Florida. Cleveland Coin Expo, Rockview Heights, Ohio. April 9th, 10th, and the 11th, 4th Annual Crystal Clear Coin Show, Kansas City, Missouri. April the 11th, Western Maryland Coin Show, Ridgely, West Virginia. Charlotte Coin and Currency Stamp Show, April 11th. Keyswick, Virginia. Baltimore Stamp and Coin Show. Timonium, Maryland. SETX Coin Show, April 10th and 11th, Orange, Texas. Seminole Coin and Watch Show, Largo, Florida. The 10th and 11th of April, Northern Utah Coin Show, Ogden, Utah. April the 12th, ONR Coin Show, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The 12th of April, Greater Atlanta Coin Show, Marietta, Georgia. Burlington Coin Show, second Sunday, Burlington Township, New Jersey. Island Empire Coin and Collectibles Show, Chino, California. Montco Coin Show, Telford, Pennsylvania. Melville Coin Stamp and Collectibles Show, 12th of April, Melville, New York. PNNA Spring Convention, April 11th and the 12th, Portland, Oregon. Marin County Coin and Collectibles Show, April 12th, Novato, California. Liberty Coin Club Show, April 12th, Orange, Connecticut. Second Sunday, South Brevard Stamp and Coin Show, April 12th, Melbourne, Florida. West Suburban Coin Show, April 12th, Countryside, Illinois. Decatur Monthly Coin Show, Flea Market, Decatur, Indiana. 71st Street Coin Show, April 12th, Indianapolis, Indiana. Greater Worcester Coin Show, April 12th, Auburn, Massachusetts. Royal Oak Coin and Collectible Show, April 12th, Royal Oak, Michigan. Oak Can Coin Club Show, April 12th, North Gallipolis, Ohio. South Shore Coin Show, Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Azalea Festival Coin Show, April 11th and 12th, Wilmington, North Carolina. Detroit area coin shows, Southfield, Michigan. And that's all the coin shows we have this week. I'd like to see who's on our panel this week.
Doug, do you want me to read the precious metals?
I can read them. I got it right in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. Gold 47.77.10, up 58.20. Silver 75.86, up $1.85. Platinum 21.08, up 77. Palladium 15.44, down $2, and rhodium 97.50. Now it's time for the panel.
Hello, everybody.
Howdy, YouTube coin community. How's everyone?
Hello, everybody. I was just typing. How we all doing? I'm feeling better, thank goodness. I was sick. Yeah, it's like I had a cold, and then I maybe thought I was getting better. And then I got it again. So maybe I never got better. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Fever.
Mm-hmm. And I got a brand new refrigerator. So yay, yeah. You know what though? Okay, so this is the deal. Why do people always think you want the same kind? I mean, I understand they assume that you want the same kind and everything, but I was looking for something a little smaller. And they sent this behemoth, just like the one I already had. It was the behemoth.
So you're still buying the avocado 1972?
No, but that's what I got rid of. Okay. So now what's interesting, Brad, is it's like stainless on the outside and everything, but it's still a giant behemoth. You know, they go, how big is your space? You know, how much room do you have?
I got to step away for a minute. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have told them that because they just sent one. I swear to God.
Listen, let's think about this. Some of the original refrigerators are still working to this day. No offense. He said, what would you want, a 72 avocado? Give me one. I'd love to. I can paint it any color I want.
This one was probably from the early 90s. I mean, I don't know. It's not my fridge. It was just it went as long as it could, and it just died.
I think that I'd be willing to bet, short of people taking and throwing them away and the more stuffed generation, I think I've got a daughter who keeps sending me these homes. I said, if it was built after 1970, I'm not interested because they're all just in a throwaway society, and even the homes are throwaway, and I'm not interested. I want something built between 1950 and 1960. When they were built, they had substantially better parts, and almost every one of those parts could be repaired. All you got to do is find the damn hardware store that still has the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the air the window air conditioners, Robert, those are great. The really old ones. Oh yeah, they spit ice. The new ones are like,
It's not hard to make an air conditioner. A lot of people don't. I have an old encyclopedia, David. You'd love to have this. It was from Popular Mechanics. Did an encyclopedia book from the 50s, like 1955, I think it is.
Oh man.
A whole 18 volume. You get it, it'll show you how to build your own, you name it, your own air conditioner, your own refrigerator. You can build your own welder. I mean, it shows you how to build all that. Your own, not only, if you've got a 5 horsepower or 3 or a 1 horsepower electric engine, you can build anything you want. I played with that so much. I had so much fun with those books, and then I ended up like a dumbass. I sold them on eBay.
yeah. And then everybody says, well, what do you need them for? You can look it up on the internet. Oh, really? How much time do you have? You're lucky if you find it.
Good luck finding some of this stuff. It's all in fact, that's part of the issue that's really getting me upset. Is a lot of the internet, when it first started, was really good, nice and informative. Now, a lot of it's being whitewashed straight off of the books. They don't want you to know. That's
not find it. You're not going to find it exactly. And I get so mad and angry because it wastes my time.
That's why I tend to take the sad part is the old booklet, find them now. I don't even know. I'm going to see if they still have that. Because if I ever can find a good example of that book again, the whole encyclopedia, I'd probably buy it. But shit, I'm so old now, I don't need it. I just go buy it.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
David, you're laughing because the truth hurts.
The young people are the ones that need it, Robert. And they, and they can't read cursive. Oh wow, that's just like
What do you
mean?
The cursive, they can't add 2 + 2.
Yeah, they can't make change. That's true. They can't make change. Sad.
That's very
true. They eliminate the penny. Oh, they're really gonna be stupid now. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Holy mackerel!
It can be calculated. It's got to be odd numbers because the nickel being the smallest denomination, everything's going to be odd. They're used to the penny being 1 at a time. Now they're going to be screwed. I watched a video.
It's getting hard area. The pennies are good.
Well, sadly, guys, I watched a video of this lady they had pulled over, and the police officer, get this, can you tell me the ABCs without singing?
It's hard for people to do, especially when they're
well, that's what I think it was. When they were drinking,
that's why they do it, because they know if you start singing, you're a little you know what I mean? Yeah. You should refuse all those tests anyway. The funniest one is the Reno 911, where she gets him to dance, behind his car and everything. I love that TV show, Reno 911. That was a great show.
Do we have something numismatic to talk about?
Yeah.
Waiting on the king to bring us a subject. Go ahead.
I always bring my homework. Good little girl. I always bring my homework.
Yeah.
That way I get to go outside when it's time to go outside.
So you're like a pet dog?
No, I'm like a little kid. When they told you can go outside, it's recess.
Recess.
No, I'm out there.
I never brought homework home. I've done it at school.
You didn't. So you were one of the people I didn't like. Because I did my homework and then the teacher would review it for guys like you.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, as long as they got done.
I was
For
that
you.
Hey, Blue Moon Bee. I was that guy because I had two older sisters. And back when we were growing up, in order for them to go out and play, they had to have their homework done.
That's
Guess who
right.
made them do it? Ta-da! So whenever it came my turn at that grade, I'm like, Doug, I never did homework ever. I don't think I ever once did homework in my entire life.
I get mad at the ones where the teacher had to review in class because they didn't do their homework. So for me, that was a waste of time. Do you see? I already did my homework. I knew what was going on. I could answer the questions in the back of the, chapter. Yeah, it's called doing your homework.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was bored. You guys made me bored. And so guess what I do? I started bothering the other kids in class.
And
then I get in trouble for that. And then I get in trouble for bothering the other kids because they're doing their homework in class. Oh, yeah, it was lots of fun. They used to try to keep me busy all the time. So they finally made me an aide, an office aide, and all that kind of stuff, to keep me out of trouble because I was like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you, in third grade or whatever.
So you're saying you was the teacher's pet?
Yeah, because I was bored. And they just wanted to send me to the principal's office. Yeah.
That's why you learn how to fight, because everyone wanted to kick your ass after school, huh?
No, but I did do a couple of things. I did do a couple of things I shouldn't have done.
Uh-oh.
There was no girls in our neighborhood. There was like me and my sister, the only two girls in the whole neighborhood. So it was all boys. So that's how I learned how to fight, Robert.
Okay, Brad.
Yeah.
What you want to talk about? Oh, he's busy with.
We're looking at his bald spot right now.
Robert, could I share my screen for you?
Go right on ahead, sir.
Okay. A couple items.
Send those pictures to David.
So this might be of interest to Robert.
Because
on the new quarter, the Mayflower Compact, they found they're calling it an error. Basically on the obverse down here by the dual date, the 1776, there's something that was stamped into some of the quarters. This was found by the Littleton Coin Company, and they discovered a number of them, and apparently they're out in the wild, so you may want to look over your quarters. Robert, what does that look like to you?
It looks to me like a cud, honestly.
Oh,
an interior. I mean, it would be construed as a cud because it looks close, but I can't tell. I don't think it's made it to the rim. Usually it has
correct. Yeah, I would say it's not touching the rim.
Yeah, so they would actually, I think the terminology would be a die chip, but it's getting large, and I'm thinking that over time it probably expanded out to become a cud.
I see.
If they did not replace the die in time,
Sure. And as far as I can tell, the reverse side is A-okay.
Yeah, I would think that you would get a weakness on the reverse in time only because the metal's flowing into that die chip.
Right.
Just saying, I mean, I'm just giving you what I know. as far as just, the flow of the metal, I would think would make it weak on the reverse,
Right.
And I can't tell if that's the same coin, the obverse and the reverse, but if it is, I'm thinking that chip would be up towards the top by the states, STATES. The E in states looks pretty damn weak.
Oh, up here.
Yeah. That's where that cut would be taken in, affecting the reverse.
Sure. Interesting.
So yeah. But how long did it last,
I'm sorry?
I say, how long did it last?
Let me see here.
Can you go back to that, David, and enlarge that picture of the obverse by clicking on it?
I wish I could. Well, let's see. Oh, here I can open it.
Yeah, right
In
click
a new
it.
tab. Yeah, new tab.
Uh-huh.
How's that?
Now, see if you can enlarge it by control and the plus sign.
Okay.
There, now move. There you go. There you go, Polly Boo.
It looks to be like an indentation. Does it not?
I'm starting to wonder now that you got a little closer. Is that a incused?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's infused.
Yeah, so I have a feel. You know what? That looks like dye lamination. I'll bet you that didn't happen too often. And there's not. Yeah, it is an error, but that looks to me like a dye lamination problem.
Okay.
What do you think, Brad? Does that look like a dye lamination to you?
Looks like a strike through.
Well, could be that, but looking at how rigid it is, I don't know. I mean, but it depends on what it was striking through, and without having it, it's hard to tell.
Now, dye laminate, that's not a dye lamination. I'll bet money on it.
Okay, leave it as a strike through. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard to say, yeah.
Yeah, that would be one I'd have to see it in hand, and I'll bet you, somebody needs to take in. That would have to come in. Yeah, you're going to have to take in, hit your control with a minus sign to go back down to 100%. It'll tell
because
you.
it's hard to tell if it was before or after, you guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
To me, that's without it being in hand, I really can't tell you if it's a lamination, if it's, straight through. I don't know.
Interesting.
Okay. Next item.
Uh-oh. Brad's favorite subject.
Yeah, Brad's favorite.
Coins.
A week from tomorrow, the Mint is releasing bags and rolls of the new dime, which is interesting.
I like it better than Roosevelt.
Okay, good.
Well, click on select product. I want to see.
Okay, there's a 200 coin bag available, and that's going to have a mixture of
P's and D's.
P's and D's. Yep.
I'll say so. That's great. So you get $20 face for $54, which
Yes.
they're supposed to be putting in out at the bank too. That's a great deal. Sign me up for like none.
Okay, we'll get you some, Brad. And then also in a 2-roll set for $40.
Wow.
So yeah, that's up there.
You can have a fancy bank or mint wrapper. That's it. So you can have
Right.
Jesus. Right. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
So,
it's red, white, and blue.
Hey, but look, it's CAC approved. It says right on the coin.
Right. It sure does. Here's the reverse, by the way. If if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, the Trump reverse. There was no peace. It's only war.
No, that's really what's going on.
Come up with that.
Oh,
Well,
man.
that's what people are saying, you guys.
There's no olive branch in any of those
Yeah.
fallen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Who
Okay.
knows, you guys?
And
Who
then
knows?
And if we really have liberty over tyranny, we would have a coup d'etat.
Remember, people are going to jail for that, so be cautious there, Brad. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't hear me saying anything.
Me either.
Yeah.
Ronald Harris says, why isn't there damage on the reverse? Because it happened while it was in the die. So there would not be any damage to the reverse if it was a strike through. Ta-da.
Hi, Ronald. How you doing? Hi, Bill. Paul
coming up
Shamira.
in a couple of weeks, folks, we have Central States Convention in Schaumburg, and Brad will be there, and he'll have a table. So look Brad up, please, if you're there. And
I have the exclusive toilet paper distributorship there.
I was gonna ask you, Brad. You knew I was holding my tongue. Come on. How close you were gonna be to the bathroom?
Oh, man.
Right outside the door.
And then lastly, let's see here
It's actually table 1400, which is right across the hallway from the men's room.
okay.
So you're gonna know who washes their hands and who doesn't.
I see people coming and going.
Lastly, don't forget about the World's Fair of Money in Pittsburgh, August 25th through the 29th. So that's what I have for right now.
Well, Bill, the it's called Central States because back in the old days, it used to move. The convention would move around every year, and the states that are part of the Central States Numismatic Association could all host a show, but now they should just as well call it the Chicago States Show or something. It's, Ronald, 3-ply is premium. You get the 1-ply, but you can upgrade to the 3-ply. It's kind of like going to the gas station. Yes, you can get gas for $4 a gallon, but if you want the good gas, it's $9.73. 72. Grumpy, why are you showing a 72 Ike dollar?
Because Paul Shamura asked me if I had one that he could purchase, and I wanted to let him know I do.
Okay. Central States Numismatic Association show is in Schaumburg at the Renaissance Hotel. So, Bill, hope to see you there. If you come, drop by table 1400 and say hello.
How long is it going to be before Central States leaves there, just like the Bears?
Ouch.
Yeah, but Central States leaving would be a loss.
Don't know.
Hold it. Now think about it. The Bears are leaving because somebody's going to build them a $1 billion stadium that they're going to use. Well, they never make the playoffs, so 8 times a year.
Hey, I'm not saying nothing about it. I'm just saying they're leaving. That's all I said.
Brad, they did make the playoffs last year, but I think it was 1 and done. Or no, 2 and done.
They didn't have a home game, though, did they?
Yeah, but I don't want to tell you who they played.
Yeah, Yeah, but what I'm saying is somebody's on hook for $1 billion stadium that they're going to use, a dozen times a year, unless they let somebody else use it. But that's not going to pay off. I think, honestly, having an NFL team right now is almost a liability.
For who?
For the city.
What's the purpose of the NFL?
To pay athletes grossly inflated salaries to play a boys game and to make billionaire owners even richer.
B, what would you say?
What's the purpose of the NFL?
Purpose
Is that
of
what the question is?
Yeah.
So they can play the AFL.
It's a nice, simple answer.
Oh man.
That stopped decades ago, honey.
I got out of that one, didn't I?
Or are you talking about playing the AFL-CIO?
You know what I meant. Yep. Okay, so Robert, what were you gonna say?
No, I'm staying out of it, honey. I already know.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get my ass in trouble.
Yeah.
That's all Benjamins.
Yep.
Well, pretty soon baseball is going to have robotic umpires. They're not going to need real umpires. And then the next step is they'll just play the games on the computer. So there's no need to show up at the stadium or to have players or pay anybody.
Yeah. Dumb, huh?
There's your flaw, because you're not looking at the real purpose for the NFL, baseball, and any other sport that you want to take and mention. That's not the purpose for them. So why not have a team full of robots? I mean, all you got to remember, you just need to fill it with the customers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see here. B, do me a favor. I know you did your homework. What's your homework on, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, well, I do a little bit about what's going on, today and stuff, and then I was going to do some on John the Baptist coin that was found.
Well, that's close.
It was in
the Pope's going to excommunicate the U.S.
Go for it, sweetheart.
Okay, so this is about a coin that they just recently found called John the Baptist coin. David, did you get the pictures I sent you? On email, I sent you some pictures so you can put them up.
I'm sorry. No.
Okay, it'd just be easier for you to do it than for me to do it. Let me see if I can do it here. I don't know if I can do this, you guys. You know how I am. Okay, so let's go here. And we're going to go. It's image file, right? Image file, video file, image file. Here we go. Here's one here. One here. This is it. Okay, so I don't know if I'm trying to share my screen, but I'm not doing it right. There we go. Okay, so now what do I do? Now what do I do, guys? There it is. Thank you. You're awesome. Okay, so this is the one they're talking about. So, and this is from thehistoryblog.com. Okay, so it says a 9th century coin pendant featuring John the Baptist, discovered by a metal detectorist near Dutton, Norfolk, has no parallels from this period. It's an imitation of a Carolingian, I can't even pronounce that, I'm butchering it, solidus, perhaps the Frisian origin. The averse depicts a bearded man in profile, inscribed IOAN, ion, on the left side. The reverse has a cross in the center of a circle of pellets with an inscription around the border that reads Baptist, Baptist Ivan, T. Ivan. These inscriptions together translate to John the Baptist and evangelist. The lettering style imitates Carolingian coins dating to the 860s or 870s, so it was likely produced around that time. The coins minted by the powerful Carolingian kings of Western Europe were considered reliable currency for trade and circulated widely all the way up to the North Sea coast of Germany, the Netherlands, Britain, Denmark, and Norway. As a result, there were attempts in these areas to imitate the coinage, and the imitations themselves became valued enough to be converted into jewelry rather than used as payment. There was no Carolingian John the Baptist issue, however, which is the numismatist Simon Copeland describes the find as fascinating, unique, and intriguing. But a figure of John the Baptist on a coin is so unusual and remarkable, I don't know of another John the Baptist from the Carolingian period. It's bizarre. It's not like anything else I know. If you look at who is pictured on portrait coins of the 9th century in Western Europe, it is the king, but not John, not Christ. That is a Byzantine Empire thing, he said. And these imitations of gold solids tend to be made by Scandinavians who are not Christian at this point. So what are they doing depicting John the Baptist? The pendant is currently going through the process of being declared treasure. When the assessment is complete, the Norwich Castle Museum hopes to acquire the mysterious object. That was from historyblog.com. And then the main story was actually from the BBC because it was found there. This John the Baptist coin is unique and mysterious. A 9th century coin pendant that shows St. John the Baptist is bizarre. It's not like anything else I know, said an expert. The incomplete pierced gold imitation solidus coin was found by a metal detectorist near Dutton, west of Fakenham in Norfolk. Numismatist Simon Copeland said the discovery raised more questions than it answered, which makes it fascinating, unique, and intriguing. The coin is going through the treasure process, meaning a coroner will determine it if it is legally treasure, and Norwich Castle Museum hopes to acquire it. St. John the Baptist was Jesus' cousin and his forerunner, who introduced him to a wider public by baptizing him in the River Jordan. And after that, his wider ministry began, said Copeland, explaining why the saint was such an important Christian figure. But a figure of John the Baptist on a coin is so unusual and remarkable, I don't know of another. John the Baptist from the Carolingian period. It's bizarre. It's not like anything else I know. The numismatist is an expert in coins on the Carolingian dynasty of Western and Central Europe, centered on modern-day France and most famous for the Emperor Charlemagne, which was about 747 to 814. Copeland dated the Dutton find to the late 9th century because of the style of its lettering, which is like that found of the Carolingian coins minted in the 860s or 870s. A chunk of the pendant is missing, but enough of the Latin inscription is left to be read. IOAN is written on one side with a bearded man in profile, and Baptist, that's what it is, Yvonne on the reverse side. This was translated as John the Baptist and Evangelist. If you look at who is pictured on portrait coins in the 9th century in Western Europe, it is the king, but not John, not Christ. It's a Byzantine Empire thing. And these imitations of gold solids tend to be made by Scandinavians who are not Christian at this point. So what are they doing depicting John the Baptist? The kingdom of East Anglia had been conquered by the Vikings in AD 870. So now you see why it is such a mysterious find. It's like a child with a hexagonal shaped object trying to fit it into squares when it doesn't fit at all, he said. Norwich Castle Museum hopes to acquire the coin pendant. And that's all I have. So it's very interesting, you guys, huh? They just found this couple, like, I think on the 5th or the 6th or something, just recently, this particular coin. So what do you guys think about it?
Whoops.
Unmute yourself, Brad. There you go.
It's damaged.
That's what I think. That's terrible. That's exactly.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, that's terrible, Brad. Though it's just terrible. Yeah, there's a couple other pictures, but this was the best one I could find because this just happened, I guess, and I don't know. Did they? I mean, you guys, is it technically a coin or a medal?
It was a coin.
I think so. Okay. Interesting. Because you're not supposed to be on the money unless you're the king.
We didn't look carefully enough. Was it a double die?
I don't know, but it's the most interesting thing I can find to talk about right now. Don't give me a hard time. There's other things that are happening, but nothing more interesting in the world of coins, I don't think. Anyway, are they going to put out a series for FIFA World Cup? You guys know anything about that? The most significant development.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, is the launch.
David, are you going to call up the designs for us off of the website?
Brad, I don't know if they're on there yet.
I think they are. The order isn't up, but I think.
Okay.
Somebody told me he saw them.
Canada's in the news too. Canada, they're in the news too, a little bit.
Did they slide into the ocean?
No, the Royal Canadian Mint recently launched a silver coin honoring the NASA's Artemis 2 mission.
Well, that was nice. Somebody has to make one.
Hey, Brad, I'm going to show you what I'm seeing.
Big fan
Here's
of
what I'm seeing. This is for soccer, by the way. Soccer.
Football.
I keep saying soccer. He hates that,
FIFA, FOFO, FUM.
Yeah, FIFA, FOFO.
World Cup. I don't see any designs.
Okay.
I always think of George Soros every time I hear FIFA, and I just think of George Soros. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Brad. I don't see any.
No, thank you for looking.
You bet.
I wonder where my friend saw the images because he said they were kind of neat.
They could, maybe he's seen what the different committees are voting on for final approval. Maybe they were there, but not seen them on
Hey, Glow Wave and Fire and I can be buddies.
AG Iowa. Soccer is great.
you, Flordalina. Grumpy's just sitting there with his just muted out all day.
Did you guys hear about this? The Heritage Auctions milestone? The March U.S. coins auction by Heritage Auctions recently closed with a total of nearly 12 million in sales, led by a rare 1796 1796 or whatever half eagle. Heritage Auctions. That was the big ticket or whatever.
$12 million just in one auction.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says with a total of nearly in sales.
Wow.
Well, that was a small sale then. 12 million?
That's
That was an online only sale if it was only 12 million.
Did you guys hear about this too? What about this gold bar scam crisis? CoinWeek reported a escalating crisis involving gold bar scams, including a recent 4 million loss that has triggered legal action against major brokerages. Wow. Anti-counterfeiting. Yeah, go ahead.
B1 almost was on the yellow brick road. Glad it missed you there, buddy.
Right across the road.
You're not in Kansas anymore there, Skippy.
He's close.
It's the finger of God. That's what I heard it called, the finger of God.
It's the fickle finger of fate.
That's from Laughing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So the TV show Laughing. Yeah. And the Farkle family, Fanny Farkle and Fred Farkle.
Very interesting. But
So
I remember that.
it.
Okay, who was it?
Artie Johnson.
Hey, good man.
I was very young, but I do remember it.
Yeah, Robert was very young too when the Earth was new. Yep. Revolutionary War. Who's Robert? Is that yours?
Nope, not me.
No. Whose fingers were those?
That looks like the pirates to me.
The pirate's fingers? They look too clean to be the pirate's fingers. So for that $10 roll, what did you have to pay there, pirate?
Yeah, that's the revolutionary one, right?
Was that $40 plus shipping?
Flash and stuff. He learned from Robert. That's what Robert does. Teases you. He goes, look at this.
Look at that closely. That might be a double die too.
Look at this.
I would say you're a double die, Brad, but that'd be giving your brain just too much credit.
Thanks, Paul Shamira. I love you. Thank you. That was a nice comment you made. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Damn. That's from B1, everybody.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a big one.
No, that's not nice. B, somebody lost their barn.
Oh yeah, and the cows are flying.
There were cows flying.
Flying cows, yeah. That's terrible.
Pickup trucks driving through houses.
It'll make you suck up the seat cover, Brad.
B1, what did they call that? Like an F2, F3?
Yeah, B1.
I thought it was
number they call
OF.
Was it low, like an F0, something like that?
I don't know. I've seen some big ones. Some big,
Or it was an
giant
F and A.
F1.
F1, he says.
It don't have to be big to do damage.
Well,
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, exactly.
All you gotta do is look at this. This is a new build. There might not have been a lot of, support there.
If you're in a trailer, it's coming right at you. If you just happen to be in a trailer, it's going to come right at you.
Experience now, B?
Yes. It wasn't my trailer, though. I was visiting, and it was coming right. There's a whole row of them. It's like terrible. It's like a magnet.
Tornadoes are just God's way of saying he doesn't like trailer parks.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't in a trailer park. It was just a bunch of trailers out, They weren't in a park, Brad. It was weird.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think there's many trailer parks up there in Xenia when that tornado through.
No. That was an F5 all the way. That still ranks the top 5.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I've seen a couple since then that are bigger, but yeah, that one was a toughie there. I will say that.
That's a good size one, B1. That was a pretty good size. Yeah.
My dad
I've seen
home
bigger tornadoes, so they turn the whole sky black. Everything gets really quiet. It's not happy times.
Turns the sky black so it matches your soul.
And it gets really quiet. Doesn't match you though. Quiet.
Okay,
that tornado.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Quiet.
Go ahead. You were saying something.
The day that tornado hit, my dad was working up Trotwood, Ohio, and he was coming into Xenia, and he said the sky in the southwest was totally black. And 15 to 20 minutes later, the tornado went through Xenia, and it flattened it and left things. It scoured it even scoured the highway. That's how strong it was.
People gripping their bathtub.
That one there, you probably had to say a prayer because when you get into the 5, there
it
ain't
was
no house.
So powerful, monkeys flew.
I don't even know how big the one was. I saw the last one I saw in Illinois, but it was. And we weren't going anywhere. Where are you going to run? Where are you going?
I don't know where you're at, but I don't want to be nowhere near where you live.
Yeah.
300 to 500 miles wide. That's big.
Yeah, that's really big.
I ain't never seen one that wide. And I'm in Ohio.
I can't say that I have.
That's what I said when I went to Walmart the last time.
That's got to be a world's record.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I've heard of two miles.
Sir David, the pirate, would you like to take and finish up because right now it's about 4:00, and I want to give you time to take and to finish off your segment that you started last week and give us a 20,000 foot view of all the coins minted that is in the red book, please, sir. You're muted, David.
Can I help you?
There. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. There you go.
Okay. Last week, folks, we got as far as the $50 coins. So we'll just continue from there. for people that weren't here last week, I started going through the red book showing all the different types of coins that people collect. And I thought I'd try and finish up today with the remainder of the red book that I did not get through. So we'll start with the $50. And the first one that comes up would be the flowing hair $50 from 1794 and 1795. Next would be the drape bust from 1796 to 1807. Brad, are these your specialty?
No, that's a little outside of my specialty. I'm pretty good on them, but I specialize in the cap bust of 1807 to 1836.
Okay.
I have a lot of the drape bust, but like I say, that's secondary, not primary.
Okay. Then we go to the heraldic eagle reverse from 1801 to 1807. And keep in mind, folks, collect what you like. That's what this is all about. Have some fun with it. Here's Brad's cap bust from 1807 to 1839. Some had lettered edges. And I think they changed the eagle from time to time, the looks of the eagle. All the different types. My gosh. Look at all those. Next, we have the Liberty seated $50. And then we get into the barbers. These are probably more people are familiar with. The barber coins from 1892 to 1915. And of course, we get into the Liberty walking from 1916 to 1947. Then after the Walking Liberty, we have the Franklin from 1948 to 1963. And then we jump into the Kennedy from 1964 to last year. We have a new $50 coming out this year with for the semi-quincentennial.
David, are those going to be a 1 year for the celebration and go back to Kennedy, or do you know?
Right. My understanding is it's going to be 1 year. Then they're going back to Kennedy, but I keep hearing rumors that Kennedy's going to be facing to the east rather than the west. So I don't know that for sure, but that's what I'm hearing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Here's the one version in 64, which has the accented hair. Those are a premium. And then, of course, a lot of people's favorite is the silver dollars. First one being the flowing hair from 1794 to 1795. Then we have the Drape Bust, 1795 to 1804. Heraldic Eagle Reverse. Probably one of the most famous dollars is the 1804 dollar. Then we have the Gobrick dollars from 1836 to 1839. And then we jump into the Liberty seated dollars from 1840 to 1873. Then we move on to the trade dollars from 1873 to 1885. I've got to get me a trade dollar. I don't have one yet. And of course, everybody loves the Morgans from 1878 to 1921. Then after the Morgans came the peace dollars from 1921 to 1935. And we jump into the modern dollars. There was quite a time span where we didn't have a dollar coin. First modern dollar was the Eisenhower from 1971 to 1978. Then we went to the Susan B. Anthony, 1979 to 1999. And then we went to the Sacagawea from 2000 to 2008. And then we went to the presidential dollars from 2007 to 2016. And also they made one in 2020. And I believe as the presidents that are still with us pass away, then they will make a coin. If they pass away, they'll make a coin honoring them at that time. So if this is right, the last one was George W. Bush. So and then the Native American coins started in 2009, and they're currently going to up to date. And also you have the American Innovation Dollars, started in 2018 to today's date. Brad will be happy to hear that they just released the Wisconsin Innovation Dollar. And then you have some anniversary coins that were released. And they started in 2021, and they're currently making those even today yet. These are Morgan and Peace Dollar coins, silver dollars. Let's talk a little bit about gold dollars. First was the Liberty Head, 1849 to 1854. Indian Princess Head, small head, 1854 to 1856. Indian Princess Head, large head, 1856 to 1889. Then we have the quarter eagles. This was worth $2.50 value. First was the drape bust to right, 1796 to 1807. Cap bust to the left in 1808. Capped head to left, 1821 to 1834. Classic head, 1834 to 1839. Liberty head, 1840 to 1907. Indian head, 1908 to 1929. I think Frankie has a few of these. Is that right, Robert?
Probably.
Yeah. Then we jump into the $3 gold piece. Indian Princess Head, 1854 to 1889. And then the $4 gold piece. I didn't even know there was such a coin.
Stella.
1879 to 1880. Just a 2-year run.
I thought that was from Rocky.
We go to the $5 half eagles. Drape bust to right, 1795 to 1807. Heraldic eagle reverse, 1795 to 1807. Cap bust to left, 1807 to 1812. Capped head to left, 1813 to 1834. Classic head, 1834 to 1838. Liberty head, 1839 to 1908. Indian head, 1908 to 1929. $10 eagles. Drape bust to the right, 1795 to 1804. Heraldic eagle, 1797 to 1804. Liberty head, 1838 to 1907. Indian Head, 1907 to 1933. Double Eagles, $20 coin. Liberty Head, 1849 to 1907. And all important St. Gaudens, 1907 to 1933. And the Mint is coming out with a gold coin celebrating that also this year for the semi-quincentennial. Let's talk a little bit about commemoratives. First of all, we have the classic commemoratives. Quarter and silver dollars and half dollars. There are a ton of these, folks. The one I always remember is the Columbian Expo. I believe that was, Robert, that was the first one, correct?
Yes, that's B. It's the first one.
Thank you,
And then
B.
there was the Queen Isabella quarter
Okay.
during the Columbian Exposition, and it's only because I did a video on it.
Okay. Thank you, B.
Yeah. You're on your own on the rest of them. I don't know that much about the rest.
Okay.
Just the first one, yeah. But I know Brad might know something about them. Commemorative coins.
Oregon Trail is a popular one. I'm pretty sure of that.
There's some really nice ones, David.
Pilgrim. Yep. Yep, they really do.
See, now Booker T. Washington, they made a lot of those.
Yes.
That one and the other one you're pointing out right there, Washington Carver. I think it was the Booker T. They made a bunch of them.
There you go, right there. Yep.
Yeah.
And they even made some classic commemorative gold dollars. Quarter eagles. Some $50 coins. And then we'll jump into the modern commemoratives. That started in 1982. I believe the first one was George Washington on his horse. There are a ton of these, and these are all really interesting. There's another soccer one for you, Brad.
He loves it.
Yeah. The baseball and the basketball coins, some of these were struck, I believe, on a concave fashion.
Convex.
Right?
I think
Or
they call it
convex.
convex.
Okay.
Convex.
It's actually a really neat coin. It's really neat. And I believe they did the same thing for the Apollo.
Right there.
Apollo 11 right here. That's struck on a convex pattern. It's really neat.
Super
Here's the
cool, I
basketball.
think.
Yeah.
Would you like me to answer it, Brad?
Like he's out to lunch or something. Is he paying attention?
I'm sorry, Robert. What did you say?
See, I told you.
Do you want me to answer it?
Oh, I don't know. I want to know if anybody, out in the audience pays any attention when we tell them things.
Okay, well, I pay attention, so I'll let it go then.
Well, you can answer it in a little bit. Nobody else.
Tell me what I can.
All right. And let's see at 4:23.
Okay.
144 different but mint marks. What is the question? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
That was in one of the tests, I believe, or the whatever you call it.
One of my quizzes, absolutely.
That's what I
As
thought.
well as being one of my favorite little trivia things.
There's just a ton of commemoratives, folks.
Yes, there is.
More baseball. There's one. Here's some modern commemorative gold coins. Here's the $5.
I've already got the answer typed out, Brad, so I'm just waiting.
All right. Well, Fast Clips is heading down the right road.
I know. Close to being perfectly right.
What do you think, Robert? Go ahead. Hit it. There, coin up. Answered the question.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow. All 7 of the mints.
Well, see, and that was one that, like that Brad said, that was one of his favorite trivia. I mean, he brought that up, and holy shit, I would have thought that the moon was a new invention after he did that one. But it was a good question, Brad. It really is.
Well, it makes a neat collection. I mean, you can collect 7 $5 liberties, and one from each mint, and that would make a nice. That Capital Plastic used to make a display holder for that.
I took it at the Carson City Mint. They had all of the gold coins ever produced, ever minted as a display. I don't know whose collection it was, but either way, I sat there and looked at it for hours, and it was just amazing.
The New Orleans Mint has a nice collection of coins. They just, the last time I was there and looked at it, though, it needed some updating. It needed to be, dusted and new signs made, and there's a lot of neglect there because probably 4 people a year go in there.
I don't know. The Carson City was pretty interesting, but okay.
Oh yeah, but the New Orleans Mint is in the same complex as the New Orleans Jazz Museum, and so you can pay one entry fee and get into both museums. No, David, don't do it. No,
This is Brad's favorite.
stop
Good
already. We've said enough.
We can cut it off here. Is this a good place to
That's
cut it
a
off?
beautiful place to stop.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Okay, David, thank you very much. I just want to add one thing to what David showed you guys. Almost, and I think it might be all of the coins that you just seen from this week and last week. Every one of them after the first year, there was some form of adjustment, and you usually have more than one type. Be on the lookout for them because a lot of times one or the other will be more valuable. It's just up to you to do some more homework. So that's just nice homework on the road.
I thought you were going to want him to show the Filipino pages in the book.
I can do that.
No.
That would be, hey, David, that would be one to where you could take and we could do for a filler, and that would be all the different coins that the United States has minted throughout history, because there's a lot of them. And by the way, the Filipinos, a lot of the modern ones, are not being struck by the United States Mint, even though they do from time to time. But the Franklin Street does a lot of them, or Franklin Mint does a lot of them.
Okay.
That's not the United States Mint, Brad. That's all I'm referencing. But thank you, David. That was a nice presentation. You let us know a few different.
Thank you, David. That was nice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So what happened to the one that they were going to put in the Dalles, Oregon? They were going to put a mint there. Wonder what happened.
They came to their senses.
It's just weird.
So David,
weird.
what's the first dollar in the red book, David?
The flowing hair.
Wrong answer.
No. Okay, I give up.
You give up too easy.
Yeah, he gives up easy, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to prolong the agony.
Okay. The Mexico pillar dollar.
See, I didn't know that either.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Never heard that at all.
Look all the way in the front of the book. The first dollar in America.
Unofficial.
Well, unofficially, but.
Oh, well, I was going by official.
There you go, David.
There you go, David.
Yeah.
Get it.
It was legal tender. That makes it pretty official.
Well, there was a lot of coins coming from.
If George Washington was throwing $1 across the Delaware, what would he have been throwing?
On that.
Okay,
Remember,
so
he did it as a young man.
What did you say about Mexico?
No, I think he threw some wampum. Wampum is what he threw.
No,
That's
that was
the
what was
earliest-
in the
earliest
on the Indian
Yeah,
when he threw
yeah.
him into the Delaware.
Wampum. Oh, Brad.
That's beautiful, you guys.
Maybe it was $1 bill. They didn't have coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he folded into a little
Currency.
paper airplane and threw it.
Yeah, continental currency. There you go. He invented the airplane before it was even invented.
Yeah, I like the Disney and the Fuyo too. I think those are cool coins. I'm talking to Fast Clip. Those are cool coins. Yeah.
Is it Disney or Deem?
Disney.
I don't know. I never say
Or
anything.
Dime?
It's Fugio.
Oh, that's what I messed up. Sorry. What did I say? Fugio.
Yes,
I don't know. I'm not very good at
it's all right.
it.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
okay, B.
B1.
You're from Oregon.
Enough, B.
they're super cool though. I just like them. They're super cool.
Yeah, you ought to go on the commercial for Liberty Mutual. You know,
And only if you
you're gonna
come
go
with
get
me.
some lasagna and some cannolis.
Only if you come with me,
Liberty.
Brad.
I'm sorry.
I said only if you come with me.
In a minute, sweetie.
Okay, you can do the commercial together.
All right, you email them and set it up.
Hon, do we have a leash and a collar?
I know, right?
Somebody in line, and I'm not going to suggest who. How does that sound?
What was that one I saw today? It was amazing. It was on Harry's coin shop, the one here in Oregon. He had a couple of really neat coins that he got today. What have you gotten today that was interesting, Brad? Anything?
No, just stacks of metal.
Just a bunch of stacks of stuff. Huh?
Yeah, nothing cool and interesting.
I kind of think silver's going to hover around 70. I don't know about people, but that's what it was before. Then it went up, skyrocketed, and now it's back down. So I think it's going to kind of hover around there. Just
Sure seems that way.
Just my opinion. Yeah. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. When are one of you ladies coming on? Please.
Yeah,
Please. Please.
Karen,
So
come on.
nice.
Karen, talk Karen into it.
Karen or Lisa, that would be lovely. Ooh, lady just to join me, so I'm not so the only girl here, the only lady. Okay, anyway.
Hold it. Only female.
Female, whatever you want to call it. You'll be near the bathroom. You'll know.
Because you ain't no lady.
No, I'm not.
No.
No, I am not. I will slap you just like all the rest of them.
No matter what would you like to own? Oh, fast clips. That's a great question. For me,
B1.
I think I have to go with a $1794.
Thanks, B1. I see what you said.
For many reasons, but yeah, $1794, I think. How about the rest of you guys?
1804.
1804 half cent?
No, dollar.
What's so interesting about that? Just the value, or?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So you're shallow then.
Yes.
You're only going for the money. You're a gold digger. If that was the case, why didn't you go for a 1933?
What do you expect him to be?
Why didn't you go for a 1933-20? It's worth twice as much, 5 times as much as the $1804 then.
I didn't know that.
Okay, well, you're going to change your answer and make it a final answer?
No, I still like the 1804.
Okay. All right, Dougie, what about you?
Doug?
1913 V-nickel.
Okay.
Good
B?
I don't have. I have my display.
Pick one.
I have my display.
Pick one.
Of what coin? American? I love this. This is my favorite. It's an ASE. I like ASEs.
Okay.
I like.
Robert?
There's too many things I like. I just like too much stuff. Yeah, I can't narrow it down. I can't narrow it down, Brad. I can't. There's too
Oh,
much stuff.
Zeke Rodriguez comes in with a
What did
69
Zeke say?
double die cent. That's a good one.
Well, it has to be, first off, it has to be a 1969 S.
S. We understood what they meant.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Robert, how about you? What are you picking?
That's not bad. Guys, I'll be honest now, for maybe a different reason, but the 1804 silver dollar is one of my favorites. That's one of the first coins I heard about. The history that is involved in that, I mean, the restrike, the beginning, the middle, the end, there's just so much story there. And I was taught a long time ago, a story will sell any coin, period. But I mean, I'm like B. I do like a lot of them, the DISM, or however you want to call it. That was one of my favorites. The first DISM was one of my, I like that too. I like the 33 Brad talked about. I like the 13 that Doug talked. All of them that's got good stories I like.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it.
I should now I know exactly what you guys are talking about.
Fast clips.
The
Fast clips.
the
That's
peace
one of
dollar.
my top ones also.
The peace dollar is my favorite.
Yeah. An octagonal slug. That's near
Oh,
the
those
top
are
of my
cool.
I really would like it list.
Those are cool. Yeah.
I'm like B. I really don't know that I can pick any one because, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I will limit any of my favorites. All my favorites are coins that were done when Lady Liberty was part of, or most of, and I'm not limited to, but the older styles. The modern, I can't think of a modern one. I mean, the modern one right now would be the newest dime coming out, but I haven't. If it's going to be, if that's going to be the new dime from here forward, I like it. I just like the style that it got away from dead people.
I think it's a one-off year.
Well, that's what I fear, Brad.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that's just sad because those are. Again, I've already told my reasoning for it, and I'm going to leave it at that. But I mean, even the commems showing David, even the classic commems, most of them I don't like because of that reason.
Okay.
Of course, I don't like it when they put dead people on them. It just fast clip. Thank you. Yeah, there is a lot of great. I could pick almost everything that was minted prior to, other than commems, prior to 1909. I'll just put it that way.
So you don't like the standing Liberty quarters or walking Liberty halves?
I
It isn't like dead people on them. Yeah.
There's not a dead person on any of those two coins.
Did you not hear? I said not limited to.
Well, I don't know. B, you might be right, B, because I think Liberty is dead.
Some people think it looks like a man. Just saying.
Yeah, the 1917 Type 1 Standing Liberty quarter looks like no man I've ever seen before.
Barber and Morgan both look manly, to be honest.
Well,
don't they?
The Barbers, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, don't you guys? I mean, if you don't think the Morgan, fine. But I'm just saying, I think the Morgan and the Barber both. Those are probably my least favorite types.
Interesting.
Come on, everybody else at home.
Yeah, really.
Chime in with your.
Look, like Robert's saying, they went from peace dollar, and then they put Eisenhower on the dollar, and he's a big, ugly, bald, dead dude.
You went from dime to Roosevelt, another ball-headed. No offense, David. I'm not that.
I'm so happy you feel this way because this is the way I feel.
Yeah, I'm really glad David's not on one of our coins. Another bald dead guy. Oh, not dead yet. Okay.
Still kicking bread.
Yeah, just not very high.
Not very high.
I'm not kicking too
He's
high.
not a rocket. He's not a
That's for
rocket.
sure.
Okay.
I can skip pretty good, David.
I'm
You can
picturing
fall
him going
pretty
like
good,
this.
too.
I'm picturing him going like
Hey,
that.
who are you bringing with you to load up all your copper tomorrow?
I only got 4. You'll load it, and then we'll just find somebody to unload it.
I've already moved it 3-4 times.
Leave it in your car.
Yeah, just take his car home.
I've
Drive
moved
his
it
car
more
to
than
your
you have.
drive his car to your house.
Tax clips. Yeah, the barber coinies was supposed to be a female.
There's some Liberty looks pretty rough on some of the coins. Yeah, she does. You look like that too. If you were chained to the
Yeah,
Ellis
James
Island.
a good choice.
I'm not real. I mean, the chain scent didn't thrill me much for the simple fact there's, I mean, I like the flow. The one side I like, the other side I don't. How's that sound? Because the chain just ain't.
Yeah, I know, but it's the history of.
Well, all of that I like. Like I said, the stories I like, but the chain design is so. Oh my goodness! It always sounds a little like okay, we're making money to lock all of our people up or something of that nature.
No, it was the unity of the 13 original colonies, Robert.
Yeah, okay. It says you. That was maybe the official, but I'm not certain that that's accurate.
They took the design from a colonial note that had the 13 interlocking chain rings with the names of the states on them.
Don't mean I have to take and I have to believe
Educate yourself.
Can you provide a picture with that?
Not offhand. But if you go to Eric P. Newman's early
P. Newman. Okay.
early Currency in America book, you'll find a picture there.
Eric P. Newman.
Eric P. Newman wrote Early Money in America, I believe. It's on continental currency.
Cool. I will look that up because I'm really fascinated with the really, really old stuff, especially that stuff.
Hey, B, I'll tell you what, we'll have to talk and I'll show you how you can tie it all into one specific area and then it will help you to understand.
Okay. I don't know what I'm understanding, but I'll understand it.
Well, you will when I talk to you about it. I can guarantee. I know you will agree with me. I'll bet you money on it. I'll make you a nice bet of $1 right now.
I don't want to bet on something I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's okay. The last time Robert bet with me.
Oh, he's still got it.
Yep, that just says something about that, right there.
Brad, can you put that back up there, please? Can you put that back up?
Oh, I can get it back down just a second.
I missed that.
Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Brad.
He broke me on that one, so.
I got a little note. It says something on the front and you on the back.
Yeah.
So lovely.
Ain't it
It's a
that?
lovely
It's
parting
so
gift.
Yes.
Brad, you took the man's last dollar. Come on,
Like I said, he beat me fair and square on it.
man.
Should have told him double or nothing.
Oh, honey, I've done that several times, but whenever I say that, he stops because he knows I won't take. I'm not making that mistake twice.
I'm sorry, that just went through my head really quick. I was like,
Robert only
just
bets on things that have already happened.
Like you say, Brad, I've tried, correct? Yeah, I've tried, B. I promise you that. And like I say, whenever I do, you want to take no. So, but like I said,
Hey,
but I learned my lesson, I believe.
Is my comment section frozen? I don't see anybody making any comments. Come on, guys.
There it goes.
Ah,
Yep.
Fast Clips. It says something about
There
me.
you
Yes.
go. There you go, Fast Clips. I
Lucky
seen
me.
that. Yeah, I seen the K in there at least.
That's funny what he said. Wait,
There's
the
no
barber
Y on
coins
there,
is a
though.
girl. That's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
That's what.
Well, look at the Mercury dime. It's really Lady Liberty, and everybody thinks it's, the Greek goddess.
So,
God.
so why
Mercury.
why is there a wing coming out of Liberty's head then?
She borrowed somebody else's hat. I don't know.
No. What does it symbolize, dear?
Speedy delivery.
That's right, speedy delivery. Yes, for a dime, you can get speedy delivery at the post office.
That's what it cost for Uber back then.
It was before Federal Express. Okay.
B, it symbolizes freedom of thought.
Okay. And speed.
This that'll made her go
Or-
faster.
Or in your case, kind of like a flighty intuition.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's not moving again.
Yeah, it's locked.
I think nobody's asking any questions today.
Hey, I
There are
just now realized I wasn't looking at Doug's little deal under his name. He put something on there. Yay!
Oh,
He's
I
an
didn't know.
enthusiast
I figured
too.
it out.
He's
Let's
an
see this.
enthusiast like
Metal
me.
detecting dude. Okay,
Enthusiast. I like that, Doug. Right on.
very nice.
Yep.
Florida
And
Lena
you're
just
not
asked
in-
a
he's
He's
question,
not an expert.
David.
He's not an amateur. He's an enthusiast
Yeah.
like me.
Yes,
I guess what?
Brad, you'll help us with that, right?
Yes, we'll have a quiz.
Okay.
Oh, everybody
Dear
likes
God.
that.
What do you think I should quiz on?
Dimes. Dimes.
Yeah, because the day after that podcast, the new dimes come out
There you go.
for
I
sale.
think that's a great idea.
There you go.
Dimes. He doesn't look thrilled. Nobody's ever thrilled when we talk about dimes, but they exist.
Times it is.
They exist. And,
There
you know,
may
no-
be, there may be a couple of questions that the answers aren't in the red book, though.
they might have to type faster when they're
And they
trying
might
to
just have
cheat.
to think
And
more. All right, dimes it is.
dimes sorry.
Thank
But we
you,
were
Brad.
talking about him. It just came out. You know how that goes. It's no, should have just shut my mouth.
And
Okay.
Fast Clips has a real question. Does anybody else on the panel want to tackle this one?
Currency, it's a token. I just heard about it. You know what I mean? Just recently, again, as a review, something I was watching, and they were talking about the hard times tokens and how they were used for buying and food and stuff, supplies and everything.
They were definitely used as currency. They were obviously small change because they mimicked the large cent of the time period. The reason behind it is the financial panic of the time. Everybody hoarded the official currency, and there wasn't enough money to go around to fuel the economy. So people stepped in with currency substitutes, and they circulated for a time until the panic was over and real coins started circulating again. So Gresham's law, good money drives out bad.
Yeah, the businesses, right, Brad? The businesses and the commerce, and they made their own tokens, right?
Right.
Mhm.
But the hard times tokens were more unique than the Civil War tokens, because the hard times tokens were almost all politically
Oh yeah, yeah.
themed.
They said stuff on
they
them.
were
They said stuff.
almost all of them were a statement against Jackson and his dismantling of the Bank of the United States, and then Martin Van Buren carrying on Jackson's policies after he was taking over for him.
And you will note, B, in what I was talking about a little bit ago, all of that can be traced back to a family from over in London. All of that political rhetoric, just like today. To the House of London, dear. The Rothschilds.
Oh, yeah, those people.
That's a fact. That can all be traced. It really can. Look it up. Go ahead, Brad. I bet you it can.
Boy, they disagree.
They were never legal tender. They were just accepted because at the time, coins were basically a convenient way of transporting around a known quantity of bullion or copper. So they were the same size. They were money substitutes. Military payment certificates. Well, those are semi-official, but they're not true currency because military payment certificates are only good at military stores.
At the PX.
Because there's no tax at the PXs?
No, they wanted to cut down on black market, and yeah, so it's just a way of controlling that local economy.
Through a $3, through a silver dollar across the Potomac River.
Yeah, that's an old wives' tale there, B1, but it, as I said before, had he actually thrown a dollar across the Delaware, it most likely would have been a pillar dollar of Mexican origin.
I think he's right. I think you're 100% right.
Does anybody have any Confederate coinage?
Oh, that is an interesting subject.
That is a very interesting subject, and it's a very, very limited subject because
Right.
there was none.
Well, did you hear about the leather money? Wasn't there leather money
Oh,
at
that's
one?
right.
Oh yeah, there was no.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
heard
David.
about it, Brad.
Let's go back with David.
It's in the red book, but it's calling it a fantasy coin, right?
Well, that fantasy meaning not real.
Real.
Why are there pictures here?
The closest thing you get to actually having a Confederate coin is the 1861 half dollar with the die crack going from the rim through star 6 to Liberty's nose. They were struck at the New Orleans Mint after the Confederacy took over. Those are not real coins.
Really?
That was an 1861 half dollar that a coin dealer took, planed off the back, used the pattern die that they were thinking about making half dollars for in the Confederacy, and he made his own Confederate half dollars in the 1880s. There are no actual coins made by the Confederacy with the Confederacy's name on them. The only coins they made looked just like other U.S. coins because they used captured dies and captured metal at the New Orleans Mint. So
Thank
the
you,
South
Brad.
only had paper money. Correct, Fast Clips.
I ain't got no clue.
Sierra Hippie, it's an 1861 seated Liberty $50. There's a die crack, and they've identified that die as having been used by the Confederacy. So that is the only collectible Confederate coin.
The Confederate cent. You want to explain that one, Brad? Because I don't know.
Another fantasy piece.
Okay, because I don't know the full story. I just know it's out there, and a lot of
Yeah, I mean it's like a Civil War token. It was like a pattern. It was never came to fruition by the Confederate government. It was made. Most of them were made later, either in the 1880s or even into the 1960s. They made some more restrikes.
Yeah, they restruck them a couple times.
Yes, but the Confederate government never issued coinage.
That's what I said. I didn't know the whole story. That's why I wanted you to talk about it, because I knew it was
I
out
don't know the whole cent story, but in a thimble, that's it.
Right. Yeah, no, that sounds about right, because I do know the restrikes on them and the blocks they made and all of that. And yeah, I've got several. I got the whole set, but well, the set available, I should say.
Oh, do you have a gold one?
Couple.
No, real gold one, not a gold colored one.
I have to check them, to be honest with you. Probably not. Because I don't think the only ones I've seen, I think, been the plated ones, to be honest with you.
Yeah. They made very few gold ones, but in the 1880s, they struck some actual silver and gold ones.
Okay.
For collectors.
In the 1800s, you saying?
1880s, I believe.
Okay.
So, B, have you gotten anybody to join you next week on the podcast? You have to twist some arms here, honey.
It'd be nice to have, one of the ladies join.
It would be nice to have some new blood,
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be
That's
so
right.
nice? And especially a lady.
Maybe Grumpy Smurf wouldn't have to talk so much.
It would just be nice to hear somebody else's story, like you're saying, Brad, and some, yeah, why not? We got room, right?
And different perspectives on collecting, because, everybody's kind of heard our perspectives.
Yeah, so it would just be nice to hear somebody else's point of view, or and to also bring some other story to the table.
Yeah,
be so nice
exactly.
to hear somebody else's story.
Yeah, all of our journey through numismatics has been, completely different, and it's nice to hear somebody else's.
Everybody has a different reason for why they started collecting coins, or how they started, what they collect, what's their favorite,
or a favorite story from collecting.
Mm-hmm. It's always nice to hear. So dimes next week, everybody. Dimes. Nobody knows too much about them because they're so interesting, right? Dimes are kind of boring. I'm sorry, but
but the dime, remember, that was one of the first coins in America.
I know. Why is it so boring? Okay.
Because thou with small mind does not accept the fact that the dime is important.
Okay. I see you found the parrot,
not really,
David.
B1. Not really.
I see he found his parrot, David. I see.
We're looking for somebody to take some of her airtime so we don't have to listen to her so much.
Don't believe it, people.
No, she's lonely being here with all of us guys.
Well, it'd be nice to have another woman here. It would bring sunshine.
Sierra, I agree with you, but I don't believe we've discussed it. I don't think they're doing it for more than 1 year.
Really? Because I like it a lot better than the bald guy.
Okay, then start a letter, an email campaign to the Mint telling them that you want that design kept.
There you go. That'd be a good idea, everybody.
Good idea, Brad.
Share this part of the video out, clip it, mail it to everybody, and say, "Hey,
the Blue Moon Bee protest."
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Brad. So I really dislike the Rosie dime. Okay.
Really?
I don't know why. That and the
because
Shield,
it's downright ugly.
The new Shield Lincoln cents. I don't like them either. It's just a weird.
Okay, here's a question, everybody, for the panel. Does anybody like any of the modern series coins that are available right now that are being minted right now? Not the commemoratives.
Yeah, and you can't count the quarters because they've changed the designs too much. There's a few nice designs out there, but the cent, it's gone. The nickel, ugly. The dime, really ugly. The quarter, even going to the new Washington head, it's still just Washington. Dear God, can we get something else? Kennedy half, really? That's Ike Dollar Light. Please.
Yeah, and if they're gonna make a big giant dollar with
somebody with some artistic talent, make a coin
real
to be proud of.
I know, right?
There, they may be lacking in the artistic value anymore.
They really aren't. I mean, if you think about it, Robert, really, there's a lot of artistic talent out there that they're wasting, that they're not listening to because, we just have to keep making coins the way they've looked for the last half century.
I think some of that's going on, Brad. Yeah.
Every time they've...
I agree with Brad.
Oh, no, I do too, because every time they've opened up, well, a lot of people, guys, every one of you right here, most people don't see what Congress gets as new coins because they get voted down because I don't know whoever's in charge of making the coin committee, they need to get rid of them, as far as I'm concerned. Every one of them. Start with somebody first you do that's somebody that maybe been to art class one time for a day.
Not necessarily. I find that the people that are most appreciative of art are people that can't do it themselves. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. And I love going to the art museum and looking at the talent that other people have and can put out there. So what the hell?
That's B1's picture of when he got wiped out by a tornado. He asked me to share it.
Yeah, that's his.
Holy
that's
crap! Holy
Wow.
crap! Really? Wow! Sorry to see that. It's like a wounded soldier.
Yep. But either way, there you go, B1 guys. It's time to take it to close down the shop. David, you run it, please.
Well, we went right past that today.
Hope everybody had a good time today. I'm glad I could be back today. I think we got things resolved. B, that was a very good presentation you give us today, and David, that was also a very good presentation. I really enjoyed both of them. Hope to see you guys next week.
Thanks for coming, everyone. It's good to see you all. And I hope you had a good time and you learned something. I always do, even though it's kind of, how that goes. But anyway, I want to thank David for doing his presentation, and Brad and Robert and Doug for all joining me on the panel. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Got to make it quick. We're running late. Goodbye. Have a good week. And we'll have a dime quiz next week. See you then.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate all your support. Thank you. Share it with a friend. Subscribe. Hit the bell so you'll be notified anytime we go live. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we're going to have a sale right here on YouTube. Pull up. Do yourself a favor and tell a friend, bring a buddy. Come on in and join with the fun with us. We have more fun than with Brad. Just saying. We love him though. So thank you so much for Dave, for you taking and finishing your part 2 of the coin series for America. And B, thank you for your presentation. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Take care. See you tomorrow night. Be looking at coins between now and then. Happy hunting. Good night, all.
Thanks, chat room. I'll make this quick. Thanks, panel. You did a great job today. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night at the auction. Good night for now.
Coin Op auction on Mondays and Fridays at 7 p.m. EST. Click the like and subscribe buttons below. Thank you.